Hello everybody, my name is Alp Alıç. I'm a student in Electrical and Electronics Engineering Department in Bilkent University, and this is my Physics 101 project. The aim of this experiment is to calculate kinetic friction coefficients with inclined planes based on the types of different surfaces. Materials I used in this experiment are a ruler to measure the length of the plane, a stopwatch to measure the arrival times, a wooden block which is going to be used as the body, a protractor to measure the slope angle of the surface, and an inclined plane. First, the block will be released from the first surface, which is tilted. After calculating the arrival time, the acceleration of the object will be found by equations. Then the kinetic friction coefficient will be found by the formulas, replacing the acceleration with the values we find. This process will be repeated on other surfaces at the minimum inclined angles and will be repeated for 3 times. But in this experiment, it was sufficient for the inclined plane to have a 35 degree of inclination angle, because the surfaces I used in this experiment are not high friction surfaces and will not prevent the block from sliding. Now let's move on to the experiment.
653 milliseconds, 704 milliseconds, 677 milliseconds, 480 milliseconds, 493 milliseconds, 537 milliseconds, 433 milliseconds, 407 milliseconds, 397 milliseconds.
These are the simple equations and formulas that I'm going to use to calculate the friction coefficients. From the data I obtained, I found the average of the arrival times and calculated the friction coefficients using the formulas I mentioned before.